Hey everyone, you're watching Anime with Jackson, and in this video I'm talking about whether or not anime is actually addictive. Now, any big anime fan knows how hard it is to stop watching an anime at a particular episode to then resume it the day after or whenever they next can actually watch it. We all know how hard that is. And we all go through at some stage during our, anime life of just one more episode that ends up being like 5 or 6 episodes long. We've all gone through that as well. And yeah, in my opinion, saying that you're addicted to anime is probably the most accurate way of putting it, but is anime actually addictive? Well, I guess in a way of if you can't really stop yourself from watching it, like that last episode ending up being more than one episode long, then okay, there's a pretty good case. And I get that anime can make people forget about their troubles in life. But to say that you're addicted to it in the way of how, to me, addiction works, I don't really think that you can be actually addicted to anime. And I don't think you can be any more addicted to anime than your favorite music artist or your favorite crime drama, whatever. Pick something, whether it be your favorite car. Like, I don't really think that you can be addicted to anime as much in comparison to other things that you can actually get addicted to. And I do see that this whole outlook of anime addiction is just a simple way of putting it in. While, like I said, probably the most accurate term to use, I don't think that using it as if like, yeah, I'm addicted to something, I'm addicted to anime, is exactly the proper way of describing it. And if you were to put it as a yes or no question, whether or not anime is addictive or not, okay, you could go either way, but I reckon it's a bit more of a no, because to me, an addiction is something that gives you a high. It gives you a high. You actually almost have to live off it. It ends up being a part of your life that if you actually don't do what you're addicted to, you actually have withdrawals, and that can actually have a pretty rough physical effect on you, and then psychological as well, depending on what you're addicted to, but a physical effect. And that can be like your illicit drugs or even legal things like alcohol and cigarettes and even coffee. Like, my girlfriend gets like coffee headaches when she doesn't have her coffee. I don't get it. But in terms of like withdrawals, other than like, oh my god, I can't actually wait till I see the next episode of Attack on Titan, we aren't really having any form of withdrawals. We're not having any physical effect on us because we're not watching anime. We're not having any mental effect on us because we're not watching anime. To me, how I see it, anime is something that you like. You can't really be addicted to it. Level of likeness, yes. Yeah, so anime is more of a we like instead of an addiction. And when I hear someone go, I'm addicted to anime, or talk about anime addiction, it's more how I hear it of how much they enjoy and like anime. It's like playing your video games, you enjoy it, you're not really addicted to it. Okay, some people can't get their hands off the keyboard or hands off the controller, but it's not an addiction as much as it's their scapegoat. It's where they go to relax, or they find their free time there and they really enjoy it. But to say that you're addicted to it is just a tad bit, I don't know, over the top. And I guess that when we look at anime addiction, it's a really broad term, because unlike, let's say, like alcohol and cigarettes and all those other things that you can be addicted to, anime is a very changing thing. It's always changing. So then with that change every 3 months, we're actually getting new anime every 3 months. So to say that we are addicted to a particular show is an extreme, but then at the same time to go, hey, I'm addicted to anime is just such a broad thing. And it comes back to how I hear it of how much we like anime instead of it being an addiction. It's the most accurate, non-accurate term to give it our enjoyment in anime some form of logic, I guess. So then what really is anime addiction? Well, how I see it is, firstly, episodes only last for so long. They don't go forever and ever and ever. And they usually leave on a cliffhanger. That's how they get you to come back and watch it. That's how most story-driven TV shows, even like Game of Thrones and whatnot, go about keeping you interested. There's always something that's going to happen next, and they don't want you finishing an episode and there be you knowing that the show's going on, but feeling like there's really nothing else happening because you've already seen it all. So for there to be something to happen next is very important so that you keep coming back. And that's part of where this addiction comes into play, because they leave on the cliffhanger, and we as humans are very curious. It's how we've learned over the many thousands of years, have to know what happens next. It's just us being human. And going with what I guess an addiction really is, you don't really have that when it comes to like alcohol and whatnot, that cliffhanger of, oh my god, I finished the bottle, where's the next bottle to find out what happens next? But with anime addiction, we get that because we want to know what happens next, because we know something is going to happen. And because we know something's going to happen, we get curious and we get the sensation of we have to know what happens next. And with this curiosity, it does really show how, I guess, impatient we are, especially when it comes to a series that's let's say halfway through its season and still airing, or that's completely at its season, and we get to that point of, okay, one more episode, or this is no more episodes now, but you get to the end of that episode and you go, come on, I want to know what happens next. And we get impatient with this curiosity because we know that the information is already there. So we then go and watch it and then get more impatient, more curious, because that episode leaves on a cliffhanger. And it's an ever-ending cycle, and that's where we get this idea of that we're addicted to anime, because it seems like we can't actually stop watching anime because we enjoy it that much. But while we do enjoy it that much, it's also a sense of, I have to know what happens next. And that doesn't exactly just happen in anime. It happens with like story-driven TV shows, like I said before, Game of Thrones, anything story-driven. So books, video games, especially like story-driven video games, where you have to stop halfway through and you save and you go off and you go do something else, and in the back of your head you're going, I want to go home, I want to be able to know what happens next, I want to finish the game to see where it leads. And that's just a couple of examples. So we get curious and we want to know what happens next because, well, the information's already there, or it's about to be there. And I guess that with that curiosity and patience, when you're actually waiting for the next episode for a currently airing anime or other TV show or next book, okay, yeah, go on, you get to wonder of, come on, hurry up, can it get to Monday again? Monday's when it comes out, I want to know what happens next, come on Monday, show up. And yeah, it's this human trait that we have that's been, I guess, inbred into us over the many thousands of years of, we are curious. Like, if we don't go out of our way to try new things out of curiosity to learn, we wouldn't be where we are today as a race, as a society. So it's this curiosity that makes us go, hold up, we're addicted to anime, because we've got this basic idea of what an addiction is, of you find it hard to stop yourself. When it comes to what addiction usually is, when you hear addiction in its most used form of like illicit substances like drugs and and you've got alcohol and cigarettes and probably the most tame of them all, coffee, you almost have to live off it because it's got that effect on your body where your body just craves it. But we don't get that with anime because our body doesn't crave anime as much as we just get curious and impatient because we're human. So anime addiction is coming from us being human, and well, that's a good thing. But at the same time, it's not exactly an addiction, and I guess that may be the best way of getting over it. If you're like, oh my god, I'm addicted to anime, I need to get over that, is just to when you go, okay, this is the last episode for tonight or for today, or I can't think of anything else, or for the week, that actually be the last episode. Like, the next episode's still going to be there. It's not going anywhere. But that's all I have for this video. Let me know in the comment section below whether or not you reckon that we are actually addicted to anime, or whether it really just is us being human and being curious and being very impatient. That is what our anime addiction really is. But thank you all for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like or comment down in the comment section below. If you want to see more content by me, then check out my channel. You might find another video that you like the look of. Or click the subscribe button. It'll be a great help to me, and you get to stay up to date when I upload more videos. Again, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you all next time in the next video. See ya.